Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered! Today it's going to be a match between Beast and Rush here on Fighting Spirit. Top left-hand corner, it is the Teal Zerg player, Beast, and in the bottom right, it is the Brown Terran player, Rush. Very good stuff. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Hit that like button if you're excited for the ZVT between two excellent players. Man, Rush competes in ASL, Beast does as well. And I didn't intend for that to rhyme, but sometimes it happens by accident when you're talking this much. Overlord scouting the wrong way here is Beast. And let's see when he decides to put down his hatchery or his spawning pool, shall we? Beast has always been a high APM player, 523 here. Rush as well, 530 at this moment in time. Just like the music, man. Just like sitting here and listening to it sometimes. Alright, so if this was going to be a 9 pool, I think a pool would be down already. So it looks like what we're probably going to do is go for about a 12 hatcheroony. Just blind, man, which is pretty scary. Like, if you try to go hatch first, never mind, alright. 11 pool it is. Very good, Rush. I'm down with it. Little more economic than a 9 pool is, but not as economic or dangerous as a hatch first is on a 4-player map where you don't know where your enemy lives. And just playing it better safe than sorry. Just kind of trying to split the middle between dangerous and like a risk-reward kind of a thing. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. SCV scouting out. Drone, I don't think this is a scout. I really feel like this is going to be about 11 hatcheroony based on the mineral count here and the positioning of that drone. And yes, indeed. So that is something, it's, I don't know, it's a tip for newer players, I guess. Are there a lot of newer players for Brood War? Maybe. But basically, you want your worker to show up at the location where it's going to build the thing and not have enough money to do it until it arrives. Because if you're like, hey, drone, up here, we have 300 minerals. Go build a hatch. And then it takes the 300 minerals, sucks them in, and you can't use that for anything else at all. And it holds them until it gets down here to the natural base and throws up the hatch. So if you can, try to time it so when your drone gets down here, you have 300 minerals exactly at the moment you arrive, and then make your hatch. Same thing for Terran, man. Don't send your SCV across to build something when it's in here. Send it down, and then when it has the 400 minerals with the command center, then you can build it. It's tricky. It is tricky to time out, but it is definitely doable and will actually help you quite a bit in winning StarCraft. It's an interesting, kind of a nitpicky tip, but I think it makes a lot of sense. So Lings are out trying to hold map control for the time being, keeping that SCV away. I'm not sure if the SCV actually saw this or not. Checking to see if there's a really fast third, and by golly, that's not happening at all. A few Marines out here from Rush. I'd say so far so good. Lair on the way, speed coming in for them Zerglings for Beasts. And yeah, I would say so far so good for both of these players. They're able, you know, to hit certain milestones. Gonna see if we're gonna get a, yeah, there we go. Academy coming up down here, which really indicates some kind of a bio opening. Are we gonna transition into mech at some point? Possibly. Very possible, but Rush is one of those players that at the very least, I think he's going to stick on bio for some time. Like sometimes we see the first push is bio and then we're transitioning to mech behind it. Some players will go bio the entire game with science vessel support. And sometimes, especially against Zerg, we'll see a bio opening that then transitions into mech at, I don't know, around the 10 or 15 minute mark. If not even later. Like I've seen some late transitions into mech from players like Light in the past, and Flash as well. There's your Spire. No second gas yet. We're not going super duper mass muta at this point, but we'll have 5 or 6, maybe 7 or 8, depending on how much he wants to wait for that gas to come in when that Spire pops. Engineering bay timing is about now. There we go. Engineering bay starting up for Rush on cue. What a nice guy Rush is. And Link's just making sure if there's a push coming, he knows about it. He knows it's coming. Second gas coming up here But that's not going to be done until the Spire's done, which means we're going to have about 5, possibly getting 6 mutas out. Overlords, look at this Overlord timing too. Spire pops, Overlords. Okay, he's a little late on the Overlords. And there we go. Now we can make his Mutalisks. He didn't actually have the minerals saved up, so it's not going to be a perfect setup here where he just makes 5 or 6 mutas and goes. He needs to wait for the mineral count to catch up to his Vespian gas count, which is always very odd for Zerg. It's not very often in the game that's your situation, is you're waiting for minerals so you can spend your gas. It's definitely the other way around, more often than not. So Rush moving out, just, you know, trying to get the Lings off of the front door. Ooh, losing a Zergling and a Marine in the process. That's a fair trade for Rush. Well, for Beast, I guess, more along those lines. So the mutas are on their way. The turrets are done already, though, in the natural base and the main base coming up here, too. So we're going to see the dance. We're going to see Rush try to get across the map with his Marines and his medics and try not to lose too many of said Marines or medics to the Mutalisks that are harassing them from above. Yep, here we go. March, march, march. Try to kill as many of these Lings and Mutas as you can. Trying to stim up. It's an annoying game, to be sure. I'm not sure that either of these players super enjoys this. Maybe they do. Maybe both of them are like, this is my favorite part of ZVT. This part of the game. Where I'm stacking my mutas and picking off Marines and really heavy micro. And trying not to get shot down by them machine guns. Yeah, Rush is not doing a good job actually moving out at all, though. Like, he's just, not interested whatsoever. It's only 8 Mutalisks. It's not like it's, well, actually, there's 4 more on the way. So he's pretty heavily working on these mutas. He's committing quite heavily to them, which to me means we should probably have a Radiate sooner rather than later. There is a factory coming in, but we are a long ways away from getting those science vessels without a Radiate. So you're going to have to survive with turrets and Marines until then. Mutaflock. Looking all right here. One of them very close to death, but everybody else doing okay. Could be worse. Mutas. Yeah, 11 of them stacking up, doing the Overlord stacking trick. Taking down one of the missile turrets, and several less CVs are going to go down. I'm not sure why he's not back in. I guess maybe he wants to try to take down this missile turret. He's going to get it. The repair is not happening. Mutas, killing Marines, killing medics. This is great. This is some really nice harassment. This is some of the most effective muta harass I've seen in some time. He shuts down all the mining at this natural base entirely. That said, Rush takes the opportunity to move across the map and try to wipe out Beast's natural base. There's 2 Sunkens with a 3rd one coming up very quickly. Mutas are bad at defense. As it turns out, they're going to try to pick at it from distance while the Sunkens are doing work. One Sunken goes down, but just at the right time, the 2nd Sunken pops. Or rather, the 3rd Sunken pops up there. And Beast manages to hold it. The good news is, however, well, at least for Rush, is Beast isn't on a 3rd base. Yeah, he just has enough mutas to take this group down. He lost 3 Mutalisks there, it sounds like, though. But he completely destroys Rush's entire ground army. Just gone. So that's not good. What's our army look like at the moment? I think it's 2 Marines. There you go. 2 Marines. Now there are 6 up here. 8 total Marines. Where's your science facility? Science facility time is approximately yesterday. You there. You working on it? Mutas diving in. This is, again, really heavy investment into Mutalisks today from Beast, and he's getting some good work with it. He really is. Oh, there's a 3rd base up here. Wow, I am blind. Hey, Falcon is blind. .gif. We need to have a meme about that. Valkyrie actually prepared. Not quite prepared, but almost prepared. Of course his 3rd base is, well, I assumed it would be down here. Not generally up there on this map, but it's fine. It's cool. We can live with it. Valkyrie micro, hard to pull off, man. Not easy. Not easy to do at all, but if you can pull it off, you can kill a lot of Mutalisks with your Valkyrie. Where did she go? Oh, she's being repaired. Makes sense. She took some hits. Okay, so 3rd base, pretty darn happy. I mean, he knew he killed that Marine ball. He did not need lurkers immediately and continued to pump Mutalisks and get a Queen's Nest before his Hydralisk Den is even done. Wow, this might come back to bite him. Immediately, Sunkens are going to try to come up here, but this is not the same strategy where you've got lurkers at the top of this ramp. By the way, this is a 2020 replay, so this is some recent stuff, which is very nice. Again, thanks RJB for supplying the replay. Just search RJB StarCraft on YouTube, you'll find him. Yeah, the Valkyries, scary. Look at that, shooting backwards with that trick. The Mutaflock is so big. Wow, this is a really, really heavy commitment into Mutalisks, and it's kind of paying off. I mean, he's losing a bunch of Mutalisks in the process, yes. But he's keeping his natural alive, he's keeping his third base alive, he's wiping out Russia's ground army time and time again here. This is scrap. This is a scrappy match between two very aggressive players. And Beast with the Mutalisks making it happen, Captain. Muta's back to the natural. This is a favorite hangout of theirs. The Valkyries, once the Valkyrie missiles start flying, the Mutas are going to back out a little bit. Splash damage is their nemesis. Valkyrie Splash counts for sure. Lurker aspect is just about done, which is really going to help keep this alive against a ton of bio. Because it is going to be a ton of bio. Additional barracks in production here. Science Vessel's finally coming in. And the Valkyrie's heading north. We're going to try to work together with the ground units. See what we can do about this oncoming threat. Ultralisk Cavern and a Defiler Mound on the way from Beast here at 11 minutes. Really, really teching up fast, which is good. You need that stuff to beat a good Terran player, as Rush is here today. You know what? No lurkers top of this ramp. Marines have +1 attack. They've got a bunch of medics for support here too. This is going to be a tough dance for both of these players. I'm going to try to focus down the Sunkens first, obviously. The Valkyries are going to try to get hits off and kill the Scourge before they get connections on the Valkyries. And you know what? I think they did. Oh, man. They're chasing them out. There are lurkers here, but he's avoiding them pretty effectively by going back around the outside, taking out an evolution chamber, which is not actually researching an upgrade, but hey, it's a victory regardless. I mean, yeah, getting rid of gas, also very good. Vespene Geyser, extract your toast. A scan here and trying to kill these lurkers before they kill everybody. A couple lurkers do go down. I want to say that Rush has the upper hand here. We're at 12 minutes. He's up 88 to 82 total supply. He's definitely ahead. Especially at this stage of the game. Yeah, 31 to 48 total workers also tells a story there. These Marines heal up. He's trying to dance it, but then a bunch of Lings show up and that's not happening. So, I don't know, some damage done, nothing crazy, and the lurkers are out. Where is the Irradiate? I assume it's been researched when I wasn't paying attention to the production tab, but dude, this is fast ultra, yo. This is chitinous plating. The Marines, do they have their armor yet? No, they don't. Do they have their +3 attack? No, they don't. So we're just Irradiate. The problem with Irradiate is it's expensive. And yes, it kills lurkers, but if there are like 18 lurkers, you can't really irradiate all of them at this stage of the game. The Valkyries getting some damage done here. They recognize they can't kill ground, so they're not going mass Valkyrie. But it's a lot. Oh, free Mutalisk. Free Muta. Free Churro. Overlord's getting picked off. And a supply block here on Beast. Rush. Doing some really, really good Terran-y things. But Plague's on the way. Anabolic Synthesis coming in. If you're just Marines and Valkyries, you are not winning this game today. It is not happening, friends. I'm sorry. Because these Ultras are going to show up, and the Marines are going to get destroyed. That's for sure. Also, no third base yet from Rush. He's been very aggressive, but hasn't really had the time. Look at this. Couple Scourge. Man, so good. He doesn't have Overlord speed, so these poor Overlords can't even try to run. Not that they'd be able to run anyway. Oh, he's alive. Look at them. That's another Mutalisk down. We can always come back for the Overlord because it's too slow. Brutal. Hey, look, a third base is floated over here for Rush. Excellent. Really, really nice job by him. Oh, one Scourge did get a hit, but no Valkyries died there. This is an aggressive push out of Rush, and I like it. Gonna try to... Oh, Science Vessel, save it. No, saving it. Marine reaction time, too slow. But 2 of these lurkers are radiated, but guess who's here? Defiler! Mr. Defiler is here. And there's your Dark Swarm. And now the Marines are like, crap. Oh, the plague on the Valkyries! Kill as many of the Mutalisks as you can! Well, the answer was none. Did some damage, though. They're bruised. And actually taking a 4th base in the bottom left here is Beast. I don't... Ooh, does he have anti-air to hold this number of Mutalisks? Again, they're previously injured. You can jump on them. Kind of scare them away. Try to kill that SCV, but the healing is real. No. Not allowed. Is there any defense at this 3rd base? There's a Marine who exists here at the moment. Trying to get a turret up, I assume. And Rush is in a lot of different places at once here. I like what he's doing. You could honestly probably get up this ramp against 1 lurker. It's when there's 2 that things get really bad for Bio trying to go up a ramp there. 4th base coming up from Beast at the 12 o'clock position. Really trying to solidify the top side of the base as his. And there's your Irradiate on the Defiler. He's trying to cast a Plague, I would guess. He does. Just barely able to catch 1 Marine, 1 Medic, and a Science Vessel. Could have been better, but he was going to die, and he did what he could. So fast Ultras here. Battle Cruisers on the way, though. Okay, I did not notice. We slapped a Tech Lab on that Science Facility. Indeed we did. Physics Lab there. Beast making a concerted effort to take down this base. Not against those turrets, but there's no ground to do with the Zerglings. So that's a huge problem. See the Ultras, man. Bottom left base. I think Beast might have just taken the lead in this game. I know he's down in total supply, but the Ultra Tech is so good against these Marines. And the Lings, too, just massacring everything on the ground here at this 3rd base. However, the 4th base of Beast, which was almost done, tragically, like really almost done, tragically gets massacred by a bunch of +2/2 Marines there. Irradiate on the Ultralisks, kills the Ultras, and actually kills Zerglings around them. Radiate. Excellent Irradiate play here out of Rush. And, I mean, hold the wall, you know? Yeah, sure, your Dark Swarm protects you on that ramp, but it's not going to protect you if you come up here. Command Center could land here for Rush. I know there's a lot of stuff going on right now. I get it. But yeah, 145, 149 to 132 supply. Rush has the lead. But again, a lot of this is Marines, which are not going to stand in a straight-up fight against Ling Ultra. Not with the upgrades that the Ultras have either. Radiates the Ultralisk on the ramp. He's actually killing, well, kills 1 Zergling that's in the neighborhood. Oh, actually not immune to these shots at all. Taking Marine shots while being irradiated, actually a decent way to kill an Ultra fairly quickly. How to kill an Ultra in 10 days. Yeah, see, he's like, huh. Well, I guess there's 3 Ultras at the top of the ramp. Well, the Marines have 2/2. They don't instantly get massacred anymore. Although they're taking the hits, man. That's a 6-kill lurker on the top of that ramp. There we go. There is the Dark Swarm. There is all of the Dark Swarm. The Marines abandoned the bunkers entirely. Pulling on back. Somehow, oh, the Defiler must have been irradiated. The Ling's going after that command center, forcing a liftoff. And this is going to be Beast's land for some time. Once again, the 4th base, though, for Beast is going to get wiped out. Actually, he has a 5th base on the left side here now. I guess maybe this is the 4th, and the 12 o'clock is the 5th, because it never actually finished, and it died again. Brutal. Somehow, Rush is actually mining from his 3rd base. I don't know how. Some Marines wandering up to the bottom left 4th to see what they can do. Yeah, because the Ultralisk went away, and now they've come back. Now they have come back. Now they are on a vengeance. With a vengeance, not on a vengeance. But on a roll, I suppose. But, you know, alone, Ultras are killable. Even with Marines. I'm really shocked we don't have Overlord speed yet. I mean, hold the top of the ramp, I guess, but that's a lot coming. Meanwhile, up top, Rush. Maybe trying to get up that ramp at some point. I don't know. Yeah, 4 Lings make it into this bottom left-hand base. There are no bunkers there or anything. Reinforcements coming down. Gonna shut it down here. Rush, at this point, I really feel like what he needs to do is get up that ramp. I know there's... Okay, so radiating the lurker, great. Now it's time to go. If that lurker is dead, then yes. Ultralisk with 3 kills and 87 HP. Up the ramp. Rush really needs this space to live. If you could focus that Nidus Canal, it would be really nice. But probably not going to happen at all. Irradiated Ultralisk defensive matrix on the Marines. Look at them Ultras die. They must have been previously irradiated. However, Ultralisks also show up at Rush's base. His Natural's in a lot of trouble here. That Ultra gets irradiated. It was all very close to dead. Plague-oo! All over these Marines. Can they hold on long enough? No! Zerglings chomping on you when you're irradiated is so bad. This Nidus Canal is absolutely helping Beast do this right now. Yeah, one shot. One shot. And dead, actually. Handful of Marines still alive. Lings coming. Yeah. From the left, from the Nidus Canal, and everybody Terran dies here. This is a great, great match. This is really fantastic. Where are the battle cruisers, though? Have we seen them? Did I miss their triumphant attempt to do stuff? Did he cancel the battle cruisers at some point and decide that's not what I need, actually? Never mind. If I miss the battle cruisers doing things, I need to go back and rewatch. See if I can find out what happened to those. Oh, Boxer maneuvering in the science vessels here on a bunch of these drones. Several of them going down. The left side base in a lot of trouble here. Rush. Try to take down this base. Marine good unit, man. 3 Marines, really no joke. Hey, there's a fire bat in the mix. That's pretty good stuff. Oh, they irradiate, helping to kill these Marines, too. Bottom left base, why are there SCVs coming up this way? Seems like a poor life choice. There's no defense for them at all. It's 71 SCVs and 49 drones. So, I mean, Rush has a bit of a ability to lose some workers here, not include the game. Yeah, 135 to 94 total supply. I think Rush has this game. The numbers are not working. There's really good stuff that Beast is doing. He's killing science vessels. Yes. Oh, that Defiler just consumed like 4 Zerglings. Fine, I'll plague you, science vessel who harmed me. Well, killed me specifically. Where do we think? There, you saw them, right? You saw the battle cruisers in the production tab. Look, if at the end of this game, there's nothing about battle cruisers I haven't tacked on to the end here, then just assume he canceled them and they never actually did anything. But if they ended up doing something that I totally missed, I will append something to the end of this cast to show what the battle cruisers did. Meanwhile, Rush just getting absolutely surrounded by Lings and Ultras here. Sunken's hammering away at his bio at the same time. And alright, I mean, the trick here is that speed Ultras with Terran, which you really generally want is about 100 siege tanks. Which is definitely not what we're doing here today. I don't think a single siege tank has been produced at all. I mean, this is definitely, what, 6 racks, bio, mostly Marines, maybe some fire bats depending on the Ling count. This bottom left base, though. Why does he keep doing this? He keeps sending SCVs down here, and they all just die because there's no escort. I mean, the problem here for Rush is he's going to get mined out. Like, yes, he's up in total supply, but creeping ever closer here is Beast. A lot of SCVs keep dying. I can't believe he made them all the way back home. Defensive Matrix Marine charging up the ramp. Another defensive matrix Marine here. Lings coming from the backside. Ultralisk at the front, irradiated. Isn't enough to get through this bunch of bile. That's a lot of dead Lings. The Defiler gets taken down there too. Lings getting popped up all the time though. The macro, the Plague-oo on 4 of the Science Vessels. Really nice, but several Science Vessels remain here. Some of them maybe even have enough energy for... They do not actually have enough energy for an Irradiate. One Mutalisk in production to try to take down these Science Vessels, as is tradition. Ultra dies. A lot of Ultras have died here today, for sure. But yeah, Rush needs this bottom left base. He just needs to secure it. And by secure it, I mean, like, build a bunker at the top of this ramp and you're probably okay. Boxer maneuver happening. Trying to irradiate the Scourge. This is so scrappy, though. Just a full-on surround destroy of Rush's army, and that's your good game. ASL Season 9 champion Rush. GG's out. And Beast is your winner. Yeah, it just came down to he was never able to establish a 4th base. If you're on 3 bases at 26 minutes, and even if you're up in total supply, up in total workers, if your opponent has 5 bases that they're rolling with, especially if they're Zerg, they're going to be fine. That was awesome. I mean, fully upgraded Lings, fully upgraded Ultralisks, to Plague-oos all over the place. That was just macro. Like, how many times did Rush show up with a big army and there really wasn't anything to defend for Rush? Or for Beast, rather, but then he just has Lings cruise in from the other way, get us around and wipe it out and keep his hatcheries alive. Yes, this one was killed a couple times, but the top right base was attacked, never killed, thanks to the Nidus Canal. This base never killed either. Just beautiful, beautiful back and forth here from both of these players. Really great game. Alright, so he did make 2 battle cruisers at about the 17-minute mark. Let's follow them on their adventures and see what they did, shall we? Heading north, probably up to the 3rd base of Beast. Yeah, and I was distracted by this attack here. And the constant firing on the Ultralisk, and these guys running down, and this being up in the air, and 2 little brown dots in the minimap did not show up for me. So, well, show up, I didn't really notice them. Let's see how many kills these 2 get. Hear that consume? Ah, they instantly get plagued. They instantly get plagued. A Scourge hits one of them. They take down the Nidus Canal, which is cool. That one dies to Scourge. This one takes Scourge hits. It's down to 40 supply, and then it just gets, after 2 kills, it gets wiped out. Did they pay for themselves? Absolutely not. And then this happens. When we try to get up this ramp, this one lurker ends up getting like 1,000,000 kills. Alright, well, that's it. That's the saga of the 2 battle cruisers that Rush made in this game. They accomplished very little. They killed a Nidus Canal. They maybe got like 2 workers, perhaps, maybe a Zergling. They got plagued instantly. Scourge killed one, and then Mutalisks took down the other one. That's it. That's the saga of the 2 battle cruisers that Rush made in this game. I hope you enjoyed it. It was okay, I guess. We don't get a lot of battle cruisers on the channel in TVZ. Anyway. Alright, so that's it. Let's go into the conclusion of the cast. That was fantastic. 26 minutes, 172,000 points for Rush, 176,000 points for Beast. Outproduced the Terran player, which, you know, maybe not by a huge number, but it was Marine production for the Terran, so it makes a lot of sense that way. Structure is raised pretty even, which is dead impressive by Beast considering, you know, he's a Zerg player. And for Rush, especially impressive. But more gas mined, more minerals mined, more total spent by 13,000 resources, and that's gonna be your day, you know? Blah. Incredible. Incredible stuff. All right. so that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another StarCraft Brood War replay. You can find me at /Falcon Paladin at Twitch, Facebook, and Twitter, and Patreon as well. So until next time, as always, thanks for being here, thanks for watching, and you take care of yourself.